everybody. Welcome back to Buddy Spirits and Cigars. Today is another pickup that we got throughout this last quarter. This is Penelope Valencia. Sounds fancy, doesn't it?
Does sound fancy. A newer release. I've been seeing a lot of people reviewing it and trying it out. Was able to get my hands on one. This is Penelope Straight Bourbon Whiskey finished in Vino de Naranja cask. Naranja. I'm assuming that's Naranja casks. I do not know what Vino de Naranja is, or Naranja. But it's Valencia, coming in at 95 proof. This is from Penelope's Cooper series. It's because I was about to say the word Cooper. It got me all twisted. Penelope's Coopy series.
So, this particular offering from Penelope is 4 to 5 years old. I haven't got to try a ton of different Penelopes. I've had one or two of the Architects. I had the Rio and a few of the toasted barrels and that they have and stuff like that, but never have done the Valencia. So I'm kind of looking forward to at least trying it.
So I've heard a lot about Penelope when I first got into bourbon a year or two ago. And I know it's MGP stuff or source stuff. It doesn't matter to me. It's still really good. But my first Penelope experience was a Architect. Hated it. And all I heard was how good they were. And I was like, oh, God.
You might have got the one that wasn't real good because they're different releases.
Okay.
Yeah.
French oak staves or something like that. So I thought maybe I didn't like the French oak. But then I got onto that Penelope 9-year single barrel that was really, really good. And I was like, okay, this is cool. I got a Rio. It's a good little dessert bourbon, even though Southern Collectives come back.
It blew them out of the water.
Yeah, Southern Collective kind of smoked them down.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
Southern Collective left some proof to it.
Yeah, it was the proof.
Not a ton, but they left some proof to it, and it made a big difference. So anyway, all right, let's get into Valencia. Definitely fruity on the nose.
Fruity on the nose, yeah.
There's almost like a cinnamon on the, I don't know. It's not like overpowering, but it's a little hint of cinnamon in there.
The nose isn't very strong. It's not very complex or bold. I wouldn't say that this is, gonna blow your mind with regards to the nose.
Yeah, just fruity and a little bit of spice there. That's about it.
Yeah, let's see what it tastes like. Whoa. That's weird. What?
It disappears kind of fast.
It almost doesn't give you time to explain it.
It doesn't.
Hold on. It's good, though.
It's really thin. Man, really thin.
I don't know how to describe this.
I just kind of get almost I get a fruitiness, almost kind of moves a little towards like an apricot.
Plums, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
I get plums.
I don't know. It's just okay.
They're always so good at picking the right colors on Penelope bottles to indicate what it's about to taste like. Does that make sense? I could have told you that orange was the color of this flavor. Yeah. You don't have to get behind that.
Well, I don't know. There's got to be something to it. I don't know. It's just okay. It's not. I don't know. It's nothing special to me.
It covers the palate. It's not missing. It's a little weak on the front of the palate. It's definitely not lingering on the mid. Are you getting that lingering at the back of the palate in the corners there for a little bit?
Maybe.
Like the back
maybe a little bit,
tongue.
but as far as the mid to front, there's not a lot of complexity. There's not really anything there. It disappears quick.
It's almost like it's only a rear palate.
It's thin.
Yeah, it's really thin.
It's just really thin.
We recently did what was that one we did? The Woodford Sonoma.
Yeah, Sonoma finish. It had a lot more to offer as far as complexity versus this. And it wasn't all that complex, but it had more than this.
And this is about 5 proof points higher. You used a word in that episode that was refreshing, I think, that I'm going to be using a lot now for things like this because I've never had a refreshing bourbon. I would bring that back for this bottle.
Absolutely. It's light, refreshing, thin. not going to hang around. Something that you could enjoy on a summer day, or a warmer day at least. And kind of in the wintertime, especially, it seems like, hey, give me some of that stuff that's going to be more bold. It's going to be complex on the palate. It's really going to be something that kind of hangs around. I can kind of chew on it a little bit. And this is more of a warmer weather bourbon, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree completely. Sorry for being on my phone. I was going to look up the MSRP again. You would think I would do that before. But we got the Penelope Valencia MSRP coming in at $79.99 per bottle. Obviously not very available. It's not sitting on the shelves. I think this is going to probably be like the Rio, where it's just one of their more popular releases for some reason.
It's just okay. I mean, it's nothing to really write home about.
No. Tell you what, you and a group of buddies could run through this bottle though, because it's just really easy and easy to drink, and it's refreshing. I like that, refreshing.
Yeah.
Fruity.
So I'll go ahead and start with mine. For me, this one is just, sure enough, just kind of middle of the road for me, and it's not great. It's just okay. So straight up 5 for me.
Yep. The price at $80. For having a cool release from Penelope. If you're a collector, that's not too bad. If you like collecting things and having that lineup there, as far as me, as soon as I get something, I take it home, crack it, and try it. $80 is a little steep for me on this one. Availability is not there right now. And then you've heard our tasting notes, 5 right down the middle of the road. It's not something I would go out and buy again, if I'm being honest. But if someone poured it for me, I would drink it and I would enjoy it with them. If I get below a 5, if I get in the 4s, that's like I'm politely saying, no thanks. I'm good. I've had my fill. But no, 5. I give it a 5, middle of the road, pretty good. It doesn't blow my socks off.
Yeah, really, and you say $80 is a little steep, and at least right now, it kind of seems like the middle of the road bourbons used to be between $50 and $60. Now it's moved up between $70 and $80.
Yeah,
for middle of the road type bourbons, and that part kind of sucks. At the same time, I think we'll eventually see a little bit, not a complete reset of the bourbon market, but I'm starting to see secondary market prices drop a little bit, where some of the harder to find BTAC, or not BTAC, but the harder to find like Stag and stuff like that from Buffalo Trace, starting to come down a little bit. So, where they were a little over $200, now they're sub $200. So I'm hoping that we're all going to get some relief, and it'll just end up being tons better for all of us.
Yeah, $80, you're right, is about middle of the road anymore. But when I drink something like this and I have it at $80 MSRP, I start thinking about the old Granddad 114s, the Wild Turkey 101s. If you're in an area that gets benchmarked, foolproof, there's $20, $30 Fighting Cock. We did a video on that. There's $20, $30 pours, $20, $30 bottles, $40 bottles that I would rather go pick up.
Blow this out of the water. Yeah.
But it depends on what you like. That's just our opinion. This is very fruity and light and refreshing. And for those of you that like the smooth stuff, you would love this.
Yeah. It's just not for me, but that's okay. Everybody's got their own palate. They have their own opinions and their own judgments. So that's perfectly fine with us. Don't forget about our Discord. We are having fun in there and still talking and chatting. Everybody's sharing pictures whenever they go to the drops, or they score something on the weekend, or when they go out of town, whatever the case is. They're posting their finds in there, and it's cool to see people getting stuff that I've never had this before, so I figured I'd try it. Or, giving their thoughts on something that they had at a buddy's house, or whatever the case is. So it's nice to see that kind of stuff and hear some of your experiences, and letting us know. And maybe it compares with our thoughts, maybe it doesn't, and that's fine. Doesn't mean anybody's right or wrong. It's just it's about enjoying good spirits with good people.
Absolutely, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It's completely free. It costs nothing to you. It just takes a couple seconds. Share the video with your friends or other bourbon whiskey groups that you think may enjoy it. Let's help the channel grow and get some movement here so we can do cooler things for you guys. and interact with us in the comment section below. Again, I think I told you guys last video. What do you think about the new setup? What do you think about this Valencia release? Let's talk about it.
All right, that's all we got for this one. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you on the next one.